Hey folks, after a bunch of technical glitches in the past week with CSS battles for myself, my own setups, videos, and hardware, and other things that are all just about me, I'm kind of on a roll. So let's do some retro CSS battles. These are daily targets from the past, August 19th, 20th, and 21st. We have a big asterisk. We have this semicircle affair. And this top of somebody's head, stylized, I don't know, something like that. All right, we'll start with a blank template and create a shape that is just as tall as this. I think the approach I want to take is to create that plus, just the plus sign part, and then rotate it and see if that's a solution. I'm not sure it will be. It very well may not be. So 50, 50 there, 100, 90, 92. And then the height is 200. Okay, so making the plus sign, we have choices. Radial gradient or conic gradient is my first choice, which is going to be green, 270 degrees worth, 75% in other words, and then transparent, which gets you that. When I set a background position and then a background size, then I get that. Something like that. So let's figure out what the width is. Was it 150? Something along those lines. We need to set an at value. At 100 pixels. How about at 80? And then if we make it less wide, 4, 3, 2, then we get that shape. So once we have that, if we do 80 pixels on the y-axis as the background position y value, or the at value y value, set a 120, and then we've got it. So if we make another one, where is it? Well, it's off the screen. So let's do a transform. We'll use all transforms and translate 0, minus 100 pixels. There it is, coming up. 4, 5. Is it just minus 200, minus 250, 260, 250? And then what if we rotate it 45 degrees? Oh, that looks pretty good. That's a nice solution to that problem. I believe I've done this with linear gradients, very complicated linear gradients, and carving out the areas. This is another way to do it. Now, can we get to 100% with it? Looks like no, not right now. So what is missing? Or what do we need to adjust to get this right? I don't really see what might be wrong with it. I'm going to adjust some numbers here. Well, we may yet have to go back and adjust this. All right, so what do we need to do? What if we do width 200? Which is effectively the same thing. We margin 10 auto. 50. There it is. So we're not doing really anything much different, but we're explicitly saying this is the height and width. Parser, I want you to really trust that this is 200 by 200 and it's not making a difference. So that's disappointing. So then what? I think this is the dodgy part. So let's go ahead and do the linear gradients that I was just talking about. Linear gradient, I mean, if it's not 100%, it's not 100%. 45 degrees, yellow, transparent, yellow. Let's do what? Oh, and then let's do black back there. Oh, what's going on there? Ah, that's what it is. Oh, no, that's not it. What am I doing wrong here? I'm actually not sure what I'm doing wrong. I've got a transparent. Ah, there we go. That's something. Ah, so that's the problem. That second paragraph element was pushing that body down, so I could not see what I was making. That's why I was not seeing it, which is, you know, reasonable. It's like 300, 350. It's like 150. Okay, and I'm going to put this green color in the background. But really, you know, that's about 49. I want nice clean edges. 49, 48, 47, 46, 47, 48. 47 and 48 are very similar. 47, how about 27.5? I would like to see completely clean borders there. Now that we know we've got a problem with getting to 100%, I am highly motivated to have as clean a line as possible. So then we copy that and then we do minus, and that gives us that. Then we're going to do these again, and this time we're going to put green in the middle. You don't need that. You don't need that. We need transparent, then green, then transparent. No. And is it visible at all? Not really, because I have that background color there, and now I have a trailing column. So, okay, so what's the numbers? 160 pixels maybe, 0, and then 320 pixels, and then 0. All right, now increase those color stops, 200, 20, 30, 25, 26, 27, and then this number, 250, 60, 70, 65, 66, 67, 68, 67, 25 maybe, and then the same thing again with a negative number. And then there we can have yellow, because that completes the shapes. And so now we get to see what edges are wrong. This one's no good. No, he's okay. How about this? 25, 26, 7, 28. And let's submit that. Here's where we find out whether that's going to do what we want. That's 100% match. So, like I have warned in other videos, sometimes things at an angle are a little less predictable in terms of how they're going to get checked by the back end. So thus, we didn't get to 100% using the simpler technique, which is two elements that are kind of identical. One rotated at 45 degrees, but the parser didn't like it, so it doesn't count. Can't make that work. That's fine. All right, next. I think we're nested template here. And really, effectively, we're just going to use the body. And this is radial and linear gradients, I think. While I have a thought, we can do elaborate masking, but let's just do a red to purple circle, red to purple, and then give that some color stops. And then we put another radial gradient. And this one, put it 0, 0 background position. We're going to make it 100 pixels wide and 150 pixels tall. And then we're going to repeat, well, we can do no repeat, or we can do repeat X, which effectively means it's also no repeat, but it's one less character. And this one is a circle at 50%, 100%, and it's purple in the middle. And then $80 pixels, and then transparent. Something like that. 80, 90, 100, 110, 100, 105, 105, and submit. Let's see the response back from that. And that's 100% match. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Let's minify and unit replace and see what's going on there. And then we submit. And that's a new record for that one. So, okay, we've done these first two, and then here's our third. For this one, kind of feel inclined again to do just on the body to see if we can. Actually, the nested template seems like a natural here. So I'm going to use nested template, which uses the HTML element and the body element. So I'll use margins to narrow this in. And then for the background, I think it's a few radial gradients. The first one, we'll do the hard one first. Which is a circle. And the transparent. And it's going to be bigger. 40, 50, 60. And then if we move that over 60 pixels, then I think we can get that shape. And then if we move it up, then we've got that. We've got the bottom parts of that, which is pretty good. We need to cover that top though. probably a very similar one. Actually, here's what we might do. Let's variabilize him. C for circle, and that's a var C. Oh, and we don't need radial gradient there in that case. We just need that. Okay, and so this one, oh, I'm wrong. So because we need an at, that's why I'm wrong. So let's do a radial gradient again. It is similar, but not the same. It's just the top of the circle. So at 50%, 100%. Need a comma. There he is. And then we are at 0, and then minus. We need to move him upward, up, and even more. We need him to have blue so he can cover, which means we need to give him a height as well. So 100% wide, and then 200 pixels tall, and then no repeat. Minus 150, 40, like that. Okay. Now, what I'm curious about is if I put red as the background. Yes, okay, so I've still got space to do the last radial gradient. And that's a small circle. And I got black on black, so we can't see it. There it is. I'll put it 0, 0, and I'm going to give him a width of 50 pixels. And then move downward, which means a positive value on the y-axis, 60 pixels. Something along those lines. How about 5, 4, 45, 44, 43. And then let's adjust this number, 43. $60. Hey, that's pretty good. Is this correct? Yes, that's 100% match. So that's a fun set. The difficulty with the angles here was not matched by the difficulty of the curves here, so I'm very pleased about that. So let's minify and unit replace and submit, and that's a final answer for that puzzle, that daily target. Continuing through August, I'm almost 90% done with all these daily targets, doing recordings of them. Hope you're appreciating them. Hope you enjoy them. Hope you get something out of them. I'm certainly getting a lot out of them. So that's the big asterisk and the strange semicircles and this somebody's hairline. All right. Have a great day. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Make a web page, please. All right.